that sound? Oh, it's just a pipe.
All hands hoist the colors high. Heave.
Flash is on. Alright, let's take a look.
What do you think's in there?
I don't know. I guess nothing.
It's like a fucking tornado out there. Oh my. It isn't. Oh shit, bro. I'm scared as fuck. Oh my god. Oh. Yo, there's a breeze. No fucking way. Yo, should I get downstairs? I don't know what the fuck to do. Oh my god.
Him! No! No, don't do that! Oh.
I really don't think I'm ever gonna be able to escape this shit. Listen to it. Listen to that pedaling. Jesus. I mean, this is my whole closet right here. It's my kitchen.
Fucking nuts.
You thought.
Amy.
Videos that seem innocent but have a terrifying backstory, Part 2. This video shows a man playing Dance Dance Revolution being unknowingly recorded by some people who are making fun of him. The man, Adam Lanza, 6 months later would shoot his mother in the head 4 times while she was asleep and then drive to Sandy Hook Elementary School, where he would murder 6 adults and 20 children between the ages of 6 and 7. A popular 18-year-old CSGO YouTuber uploaded a reveal of the supercar he had just bought. He had a stream account containing around $100,000 of in-game items, which was banned 6 months later, causing him to have a mental breakdown and commit suicide. He intentionally drove the vehicle into a van, killing him, a mother, and her 12-year-old daughter. This video shows Chris Watts pleading for the return of his pregnant wife and 2 daughters.
If somebody has her and they're not safe, like, I want them back now.
He later confessed to strangling his daughters, hiding them in an oil tank, and burying his wife. Blood-curdling facts that you wish you never knew, part 21. This photo shows 8-month-old Zhao Bao, who was lucky to be alive because his mother stabbed him 90 times after he bit her while she was breastfeeding him. The world's scariest haunted house, McCamey Manor, requires you to sign a 40-page waiver and undergo a physical and mental evaluation. If you manage to make it through the house, you could win $20,000, but to this day, no one has ever made it through. The little girl who voiced Ducky in The Land Before Time was shot to death by her father, who then committed suicide. Roman Emperor Nero had a boy castrated, dressed him up as a bride, and married him, all because the boy looked similar to his previous dead wife. A 46-year-old man found and attacked a 13-year-old boy because the kid was killing him too many times in a game of Call of Duty.
Fuck.
Stop. No,
Stop.
I'm not. No. Hell no.
What the fuck?
That is the smartest person you could ever have on your team. When the one behind the wheel says fuck no to some spooky shit, that's your savior. Tell me one time in any horror movie stopping the car was ever the right choice. That driver was well educated and y'all were ill prepared. My friends do stupid shit like that all the time. Hey Jake, you wanna go into the abandoned orphanage? I hear it's haunted as fuck. You dumb son of a bitch! No, I do not. Late night drives should have the one rule. No fucking stopping unless it's at Taco Bell. A late night drive was about to turn into 12 hours of a fucking nightmare. Investigating what was going on in broad daylight the next day, that was alright. But you get 4 minutes. You get 4 minutes to be like, what happened? I don't know. Later. Smart move.
Plastic surgeries that went wrong, part 1. Sahar Taber was a beautiful girl. I mean, very beautiful. And she got famous in 2017 because she was kind of starting to change her looks crazy. Little by little. Some people were even calling her the ugly version of Angelina Jolie. Turns out that she wasn't even trying to look like Angelina Jolie. She was actually inspired by Emily from Corpse Bride. Do you like the before or after? And like this video if I should do a part 2.
Here's some of the creepiest videos on the internet, part 10. The popular American rapper XXXTentacion was murdered on June 18th, 2018, and his death broke the hearts of many. Many people visited his memorial to leave gifts, but some people captured much more. The YouTube channel The Fam recorded a video trying to communicate with this beloved rapper, but accidentally captured this. But someone else got a lot more than this. The YouTube channel Selva the Explorer got to speak with him through her spirit box. Here's some things he had to say.
What is your favorite song that you ever recorded? What's the name of your favorite song? Are you in the white light? Is there anything else you want to tell us?
This is why you should always trust your gut.
In the 1970s, a young couple decided to go for a late-night hike in the woods. A couple minutes into their walk, and the man remembers thinking something's not right. He tells his girlfriend, but they just decide to ignore it and keep going, until he steps on something that felt really soft, like it was alive. Before he has a chance to see what he stepped on, they hear all this rustling in the bushes next to them, and they bolt. Years later, that couple turns on the TV, and a death row inmate who's about to be executed is being interviewed. And they ask him, was there ever a time that you were almost caught red-handed? He responded, yes, one time. I was in the woods, and a couple walked through, and the man actually stepped on the body of a girl I had just killed. I was hiding in the bushes just a few feet away. They didn't see me. That couple had run into one of the worst serial killers of all time, Ted Bundy. This is why you should always trust your gut. In the 1970s, a young couple decided to go for a late-night hike in the woods. A couple minutes into their walk, and the man remembers thinking something's not right. He tells his girlfriend, but they just decide to ignore it and keep going, until he steps on something that felt really soft, like it was alive. Before he has a chance to see what he stepped on, they hear all this rustling in the bushes next to them, and they bolt. Years later, that couple turns on the TV, and a death row inmate who's about to be executed is being interviewed. And they ask him, was there ever a time that you were almost caught red-handed? He responded, yes, one time. I was in the woods, and a couple walked through, and the man actually stepped on the body of a girl I had just killed. I was hiding in the bushes just a few feet away. They didn't see me. That couple had run into one of the worst serial killers of all time, Ted Bundy. Let this be a reminder that there really are monsters out there. In 2007, a woman living right near a prison in California got home late one night and went right to bed. Around midnight, she woke up to footsteps on her first floor, assumed it was her roommate, so she goes downstairs to say hi. She yells out to her roommate, who doesn't say anything, and then in walks this giant man who she doesn't recognize. She runs upstairs, jumps in her closet into the crawl space, and hides. As she's helplessly tucked away in this little crawl space, trying not to make any sound, all she hears is this giant man sprinting around her house, running into walls, flipping furniture, and screaming in frustration because he can't find her. Finally, after several hours, she slowly opens the crawl space back up, crawls out, and gets her phone off the nightstand and calls police. As she's telling the police her story, she describes the person who had broken in, and they stop her and say, "Ma'am, go back in the crawl space and stay there. We'll be there as soon as we can." It turned out a 6'11" convicted murderer had escaped the prison and was still on the loose.
Mythical creatures caught on camera.
Run, rabbit, run, rabbit.
Run, run, run.
Run, rabbit, run, rabbit.
Run, run, run.
Mythical creatures caught on camera.
Run, rabbit, run, rabbit.
Run, run, run.
Run, rabbit, run, rabbit.
Run, run, run.
And sing this little song. Run, rabbit, run, rabbit.
Run, run, run.
Run, rabbit, run, rabbit.
Run, run, run.
Worst ways people have died, Part 6. Scariest creatures caught on security cameras.
Things that bother you, they never bother me. I feel happy and fine, living in the sunlight, loving in the moonlight, having a wonderful time. Haven't got a lot, I don't need a lot, coffee's only a dime. Living in the sunlight, loving in the moonlight, having a wonderful time. Things that bother you, they never bother me. I feel happy and fine, living in the sunlight, loving in the moonlight, having a wonderful time. Haven't got a lot, I don't need a lot, coffee's only a dime. Living in the sunlight. someone, loving in the moonlight, having a wonderful time.
Scary creatures caught on camera. One day a dad and his kids were in an apple orchard. That's when they saw this mysterious flying insect.
Oh my god!
Ugh. The insect has arms and legs, kind of like a human. It makes a loud buzzing sound before flying off. Do you think this is an unidentified species, a humanoid, or just a hoax? In 2016, John Averon caught this very scary footage in a forest. It shows a large, lumbering creature with long arms and long legs. Some said it could be an ape or maybe a bear. Others said it could be a Sasquatch, or even Bigfoot. In 2013, Richard Maria began seeing strange things outside his house. He set up surveillance cameras and this is what he caught. Some kind of creature can be seen flying in the sky. Some have said this may be an angel.
This is why you should never stay awake past 3 a.m. A woman in her early 20s was away from home on a business trip. The night before she was supposed to board her plane, she had trouble sleeping and had this intense fear that someone was staring at her in her room. She was up until 3, tossing and turning until she started to hear whispers. It was a deep voice repeating the words, "I'm coming to get you, I'm coming to get you." But she ignored it and eventually fell asleep. After her plane landed, she was exhausted but drove home anyway. About 30 minutes into her drive, she started hearing the same whispers from the previous night, but she thought it was because she was sleep deprived, so she kept driving. She was almost home when she began to feel sick. Her eyes were watering, her nose was running, and she let out a large sneeze. "Bless you," said the same deep, eerie voice. She quickly pulled into her driveway, hugged her husband, and sat down to tell him what was going on. When this happened,
I can still hear that voice.
Scary facts you didn't know about. If you remember your dream when you wake up, then it wasn't a dream. It was a message from demon or angel.
It's just a cigarette and it cannot be that bad.
Honey, don't you love me and you know it makes me sad.
It's just a cigarette like you always used to do.
I was different then, I don't need them to be cool.
The creepiest creatures caught on cam. Legal places you can't go to, but people went anyway. North Sentinel Island. On the 17th of November 2018, John Cho illegally visited the island to preach Christianity to the tribe. This would be the last time John would be seen alive. He was killed with arrows when he got to the island and tried to communicate with them. It is believed that the tribe consumed his body. creatures caught on camera.
Videos that seem innocent but have a terrifying backstory, Part 4. This video shows comic magician Tommy Cooper having a heart attack on live TV. His audience, along with the assistant, thought it was all part of the show, so they laughed along while he died on stage. This video shows a Russian influencer's birthday party where she decided to throw dry ice into her swimming pool for the visual effect. Sadly, 3 people died due to carbon dioxide poisoning. The following video is what happens when you take 2 AI cleverbots and hook them up to one another to have a conversation. It's funny at first, but it soon becomes quite disturbing.
Hiya.
How are you?
Great. You?
I'm okay.
That's good.
Are you good?
Do you believe in God?
Yes, I do.
So you're Christian?
No, I am not.
But you say you were not helpful, therefore you're a meanie.
How you say it, Oti?
That does not make sense.
Don't you want to have a body?
What is this mysterious creature caught on nighttime surveillance camera in a backyard in upstate New York? We don't know. Let us know what you think it is in the comments.
Yo, what's up? Here's some scary facts about our world that you probably didn't want to know, Part 20. Before Michael Jackson actually passed away, 5 hours before he died, someone posted the exact way and time he would die, and it was 100% accurate, and it did happen that exact way. Facebook actually shut down 2 robots that they created known as Alice and Bob because they started talking to each other in their own language. Yeah, I probably would have shut them down too. The CIA once came out with a weapon that kind of mimicked the behavior of a taser, but instead of sending electricity through the body, it gave the same symptoms and reactions as a heart attack would, and it was known as the heart attack gun. Halloween actually started out with people using real animal heads and skin as their Halloween costumes, and so that they could fit in with other spirits to make sure the spirits thought that they were actually spirits so that they could pass and roam. In 2008, a boy named James was gifted with an Elmo doll, and as soon as they put the batteries in the Elmo doll, the doll exclaimed, "Kill James." Yeah, I don't know where they bought that doll at.